Just listening to the talks we have downstairs and not messing around more. And you really think about it, you really start understanding it and like want to be more part of it. The differences he has made in my life is like I've started to control my attitude problem. That was a big one. And I just help around the house more and just do what I can and keep up with everything I gotta do and not slack it all off. I've started wanting to learn more about him and all that since my baby cousin had his surgery and that went well. My grandma just had her surgery and my grandpa's about to have his, and they've all went good so far. So I'm pretty sure the next one's gonna go good. Makes me seem happier. Like, after I go to church and ask for forgiveness and all this, I just feel better, and then once I do something else bad, I ask for forgiveness again and I'm a better person. I want to be baptized because for me it's like my step closer to God.
Well, because I've changed as a person from when I was born to now. And yes, I think I've changed a lot, and I've been doing a lot better than I have been. The difference Jesus has made in my life is when I do better, I think I'm doing better. I know I'm doing better. He knows I'm doing better, and he has made a real difference in my life. I want to be baptized because I've done some things I'm not proud of, and I want to change as a person and just put my life towards Jesus Christ and let Him take over.
Well, at the beginning, it was horrible. It was horrible, and I came over here and then I talked to you, and without asking you, you answered like 5 different questions that I had, and since that day I've been kind of pretty happy with life and trying to come to church more often, not missing any Sunday. Everything. I was upset. I was pretty much mad with myself all the time, and now I just smile more often. I read the Bible more often. I talk to my family about Jesus Christ, and I know eventually they will be part of this too, and that's what I want. That's my goal. Well, lately, I've been more happy. I've been reading the Bible more often. Like I've been praying a lot actually before I go to bed and when I get up in the morning. And I've been praying for my mom because I want my family to be part of what I'm going through right now. Because there's no one else but Him. No one can get through the Father if it's not for Him, through Him. The reason why I want to get baptized today is because I want to start over. I want to be a new man. I want to leave all the bad habits that I had and I want to be able to share with everybody the things that I'm learning and everything, all the happiness that I've been getting. And that's pretty much all what it is, the reason why.
My journey to Jesus Christ has been a very long and painful one, filled with a lot of mistakes, but He's always pulled me out of the shadows. He's always been there for me, and I thank Him for it. It's amazing. He's done so much for me. He'd stopped me from making bad choices, making bad decisions. He'd stopped me from taking my life, and He'd stopped me from going down very dark places. And I'm happy for that. I want to be baptized today because I now know what it means to be a follower of God. I now know what it takes, and I feel ready to take that next step and follow God and Jesus.
My journey towards God started actually when I was little. My grandma used to take us to church every Sunday. I fell out of the church for many, many years. My grandmother passed away 6 or 7 years ago, and after she passed away, we realized a lot of things that Grandma was doing in church, and it helped me realize that I wanted to get back to church, that I missed God in my life a lot. I went through a lot of tribulation time in my own self, my own heart, with my kids, and God needs to be a part of my life. If He's not, there's no reason to live, and that's just the way I feel. Here recently, I tell all my friends how I feel about God and Jesus Christ and heaven and death and things that I don't want to face and that I should face, and things just really came to light in the last 6 months. And it's like I needed to find a church, and I planned on attending 3 or 4 and found this one, and I fell in love with it, and I decided the first sermon I heard that I wanted to be baptized in this church. So God's going to be a part of my life forever, and here I am. I got a job after I prayed on it. I don't have the turmoil in my heart that I had for so many years. I mean, there's still a fight and a battle going on. I fight with the devil on a daily basis. But if I say a prayer in my heart and kind of think it in my head, within a few minutes it dissipates and the devil's like gone out of my heart. And I don't think whatever thought it was, whether it be anger towards somebody or hatred or any of those, anything like that. God's just really helped me to push the devil out of my life. He still tries to creep in every chance he gets, but I just keep praying about it. The reason I want to be baptized today is because ever since I was little, I was told that was part of the process. But there's always been something missing in my life. Even though I gave my heart to Jesus Christ when I was little, when I was a teenager, when I got older, when I got married the first time, I always felt there was something missing. I could feel God knocking, and I would ignore Him, and I would ignore Him, and I would ignore Him until He quit knocking one day, and then He started knocking again. And I knew I needed to get back into church, and once I figured out this is my path, I remembered there's still something missing, that I can't push myself over the edge for faith reasons, or why is it I still have these doubts in my head and all these people saying all this other stuff. Why is it that I feel I'm not quite where I need to be? And I remembered seeing my daughter get baptized about 3 years ago. and my grandchildren and their faces, and I was like, you know what, that's it. That's the step that I'm missing. That's the step that I'm missing, is I need to be baptized. I need to be washed in the blood of Jesus to help me fulfill my heart with the faith that I'm missing. So that's why I want to be baptized.
Jesus is in my heart because I actually been baptized since I was a baby. I like to be baptized because I love about God.
I love the enthusiasm of anyone in my family being excited about God. I've seen what a great difference it's made in my life, and he's talking about it all the time ever since he found out he'd be baptized. I see it being a big difference in his life, how he treats people. I feel like he does a very good job of how he treats people in a Christian manner, and he talks in that vein all the time, and I'm very proud of him about that.
The reason I've decided to be baptized is because of the difference he's made in my life and how he's came into my heart and the way he's affected me. And I feel that I should give back just a portion of what he's given to me. Well, my family and me have been talking about it for a long time, even before we came here. And so when we got here, because we asked the pastor at the other church, and he said yeah, that he would baptize us, but he never really got around to it. So when we came here, I guess that he just came more into my heart, and that I think he really put it on me to be baptized, and so. The difference that Jesus made in my life is that he really makes me like feel good, and he like when I'm like going through hard things, he helps me out through them. He helps my family, and I feel like that he is just really good to us, and so I feel like I should be good back to him.
Basically, last year my life crashed. I was left emotionally with more or less nothing, and through that process, I realized that I can't do life alone. I can't walk by myself. I think before everything happened, I was very much centered on Chris. I thought about myself a lot and really didn't take into account other people's feelings and emotions and how I affected them. But during my crash, God said, "I won't let you. I won't let you be alone." So He picked me up. He brought me to this church. He's repaired everything to my life, and to the point where I think I'm a much better person than before. I'm not the Chris-centered. I try to be God-centered, and remember that in everything I do. I think of that as kind of the next step. I feel the intro part of my journey is over. It's something I've thought about a long time.
The baptism.
And it's I feel like it's going into the next chapter of my walk with God.